Welcome back to Arizona Home Tours. In today's video, we are in Mesa, Arizona at Cadence from Toll Brothers. Today, we'll be looking at 2 model homes and 1 completed quick move-in home that just came back into their inventory. Now, this first home is the model, and this is the Rumford and beautiful model home here. And the home that we are looking at that is completed is also this same floor plan. However, that one has a ton of upgrades, but pay attention to certain things you like in this home and then when we check out that completed home. Now, they do have quite a few quick move-ins available. Now, that list changes daily, so I do want to include that here because things come and go so frequently here at this community. And they do have some incentives, but it is a case-by-case basis, really home by home as well. But I like this bedroom right here at the front of the home, especially if you have people who are visiting, or maybe you have an older child, or just, someone just gets this lucky bedroom, but some nice privacy here. Not quite a casita, it doesn't have any, kitchen options, but overall a good bedroom. I like the flooring they've used here. And then nice little storage space here, really unique with the brick wall here in the hallway and into this dining space, or you could use this as an office, flex room, really anything. But I like the way they have done this model. Now, one thing I've noticed throughout this model and even into the finished home is just the lighting, from the windows to the walls to just the amount of light in the home. We'll go through some of these new construction homes and you'll notice that there really isn't great lighting. And also, excuse my voice, I've been sick for the last few days with the sinus infection, so I apologize if I sound awful. But into your living space, plenty of room here as well. Now, this home is a little under 3,000 square feet, and I like the lots here at this community, again, compared to some of the other new build communities where I feel like the lots are just, you're doing what you can with the budget you have, and the lots just aren't large. But here, I think it gives you a lot more options. They're not, acre lots, but they're still plenty big enough to do what you want typically. And you have your dining space here. Now, a lot of the Toll Brothers homes, they have very similar layouts throughout different communities here in the valley. I like the lighter cabinets, but let me know what you think. Do you like this cabinet layout? Would you prefer something different? Everyone has their own unique styles and tastes, but here at the model, they have done under cabinet lighting, and you can't really see in the video here, but the small tile backsplash really does stand out, and a nice deep sink. And keep on making our way through. Little coffee bar area, or whatever you want to have here. Open up the cabinets. No soft close on those doors. Now, if you're building from scratch, that's typically something that you can pay for an upgrade. There are so many options when it comes to upgrades. That's when I talk about base price. So a base price is going to be X, and then it's really up to you. I've seen people do 30-40% in upgrades, and sometimes you can't even see it. The home we're going to see has, I believe it was $30,000 or $40,000 in electrical upgrades alone. So if you walk in the home, you're like, I don't see the upgrades. But if you're building out and speccing out your own home, certain things are going to be more important to you than they would be to other people. But this is a 2-story home, so we're going to go upstairs now and see the other bedrooms here as I make my way up a little slower than normal. But if you're looking to make the move here and you like this community, or you like any other communities, you want some info on them, just send me an email. All that contact info is below in the description here. But this loft is a little bit larger than some of the other lofts we've seen from other builders, but plenty of space here. Again, plenty of lighting. You have all of your, furnace, your vents. So I'm not sure how many filters you'll need in this home. I believe it is 4. Now, if you're new to the valley, you typically want to change those filters out once a month. Usually Toll Brothers, they do a 20 by 20, but it's just good to keep everything running efficiently. It gets so dusty here that if you don't, then you're running into problems down the road. Into your primary bedroom. Again, plenty of space here, great lighting, and just overall good views. Now, this model is not quite released for sale. I believe sometime this month, though, they are going to be releasing the other models for sale, but there is a list. There's another model I've been to before. It was absolutely gorgeous, and that one's already been sold, and they already have someone living in it. So sometimes if you're looking for that home with a completed backyard, you want all the furniture, the decor inside, buying a model home would be the way to go. But obviously, they're not giving those things away, and you're definitely paying for every piece of art decor that you see. Nice tile backsplash. Nice, I don't call it backsplash, but nice tile there in the kitchen or in the shower. I'm losing it today. And good size walk-in closet. Not as big as some of the homes, walk-in closets from Toll Brothers, but it should take care of what you need it for. And let me know, what do you think, what would you pay for this home as a completed model? And I'll let you know if you're close. And we're gonna make our way down the hall and then to the other bedrooms. Here's that for the other full bathroom, dual sinks. And then how do you feel about the light cabinets? It's all the same in the kitchen and also in up here and throughout the other places of the home. But overall, this home felt nice, and so does the completed home that we'll be seeing last. But my favorite home that we'll see today is actually the next one. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. You're going to skip to it. But I like that home. And I've been to it several times. I have other clients who like that style. And they do have some of complete homes of that one coming up as well. But this community is great also because the location. You're close to the 202, 60, 24. Really easy to get into Gilbert, Queen Creek, Mesa. Also, as you saw in that opening Google Maps shot, you're close to Mesa Gateway Airport, which is a smaller airport. You'll have like flights from Allegiant heading out of there, so depending on what you need. But it's a overall nice little location and plenty to do. Also have your laundry up here, and you have utility sink, so that is a bonus as well. And keep on heading out. So when you're buying a new home, some people think, oh, I don't want to do an inspection. Do I need one? Absolutely. Just went through a new buyer orientation on his completed home, and Toll Brothers typically does their own third-party inspection, but still, we walk through with the superintendent, we look over everything, and then we also have their own inspector come through, just because nothing is ever perfect. Now, and then we want you to be aware of it, and want us to have the builder correct these things. But if we don't do an inspection, then you'll never know. So this is what they've done with the outside of this model home. As you notice, there's grass, and that is an option here for the front yards. If you're having a home built, is you can opt for grass instead of a desert landscape. Now, some people may think that's great, or some people like, I really don't want to take care of grass in Arizona. But this one obviously looks nice, green, even though we don't get much rain here. So maybe you don't want to mess with watering something. But this is the Rumford. So let me know, what do you think of this home? Love it, hate it, and if you want some more info on this community. But let's go ahead over to the next model. And then after that one, we're going to go see the completed, quick moving, available home of the Rumford. And I'll meet you over there. See ya. So this next home that we're looking at, this is the model of the Bowie Ranch, just under 2,000 square feet. And there are some available homes of this model, but they're not quite ready for me to take a look through today. So unfortunately, we have to go through this one. But just so you can get an idea of the floor plan and the layout, absolutely love this home. I like it a lot more than the one we just saw. No offense to anyone who has that model, but I also like ranch. I'm 42, I'm getting old. So here we have your first room off to the right. Currently set up as an office, but could also be used as a bedroom. Now, this home has 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a 2-car garage. And the one that is available is right now right around $675,000. And they have some others coming up, but they weren't quite ready, and they're going to send me over the list. So if you want that list, as soon as I get it, and I think there's some that are going to be ready sooner than later, just send me an email and title it, Bowie Ranch, or whatever you want to title it, and just tell me what you're looking for, and I'll send it over to you as soon as I get it. And some of the incentives, they're offering 3% towards closing costs for pretty much everyone. And then there's some other incentives on financing if you use their lender regarding buy downs. But again, you have to qualify for that, and it really is case by case, home by home basis on what is available. As I mentioned in the last house, I like the lighting, and just doing things like the window above the shower to me is a bonus. And I know my clients who have built and bought with Toll Brothers, they appreciate that as well. It's kind of one of the things that has pushed them towards Toll Brothers. Now, Toll Brothers, they're a production builder. They're not, quote unquote, they're not custom. So you typically have some options. You're not changing a huge things about the home, but for a production builder, they're one of the higher quality builders here in the Valley. Again, there's always outliers, but I love going through Toll Brothers homes. I can always feel a sense of quality every time I go through. Again, there's issues where not everyone's perfect, and there's that drawer without the soft close, but again, this is the model, so you can have that as you're building out and speccing out your home. And so spot for pans, large island. I like the lighting under the cabinets as well, and that subway tile backsplash, and just more storage area off to the right into your laundry room. Plenty of cabinet space and storage here as well. So I really like this floor plan, even though some people may think just under 2,000 square feet. I believe it is 1944 is small. The way this home is situated in the layout, it doesn't feel small by any means. I think just because how open it is with your dining, your living area, and just the lighting throughout the home just makes it feel inviting and overall a nice home. And sorry about the camera movement here, but we're gonna head into the primary bedroom, I believe now. One more look back at your living space, dining. And then if you take a look here at the window coverings that they've put in, just nicely done. So again, this is the Bowie Ranch, and we're at Cadence in Mesa, Arizona from Toll Brothers. So I really wanted to show off all of the lighting, speakers, just everything here in this model. Give you an idea if you're deciding to go with a Bowie Ranch, some things to expect. Now, obviously, some things are going to be maybe different from the model than the quick move-in if you're not building from scratch than what you see here. So it really just depends on some of the things that have already been spec'd out. And they have been getting a few cancellations from people. So those would be the homes, honestly, to take advantage of. But then you're stuck with what upgrades some other people have chosen. Like the last home, that home has over $200,000 in upgrades. And maybe it's things like, oh man, this home's expensive. I would not have spent $40,000 on electrical upgrades. So again, it's case by case. Look at the home, see what it is you love about it, and just go from there. But nice shower, and then here into your walk-in closet. Pretty similar to the prior home's walk-in closet. Nice lighting. You have your attic storage. And dual sink. I like the darker cabinets here at this home compared to the lighter ones at the other. One thing with darker cabinets, and it depends on the type of cabinet you have, it does get dusty here. So something to keep in mind. Obviously, I feel like these you'll be dusting quite frequently. And one more shot of this living area, and then we're going to go take a look at these window coverings, these blinds. And my guess is that is a upgrade as well. And I like the stacking door. So typically it depends on the home, but usually a $15,000 upgrade to get those stacking doors so you can fully open everything. But if I were building a home, that would be the one thing I'm absolutely doing, just especially this time of year, being able to have that open and enjoy your outdoor area. Now this home, they've put a pool in, and like I said, the lot size is right around 6,500 square feet, give or take. But it just gives you an idea of what you can do with your backyard. So that you have your pool, and then you still have space for a yard. So if you have a four-legged friend like myself, our German Shepherd would probably be in the pool most of the time. But it just kind of gives you an idea. And I like the tile they've used back here on your patio. And most of the homes will come with a covered patio like that, some lighting, and then usually a blank space so you can add a fan, something like that. It just depends on what upgrades you're choosing. With just a typical Toll Brothers open, large island, and just nicely done. But now we're going to go over to the Rumford. So this is the Rumford. This home just came back to Toll Brothers. It is a cancellation for whatever reason. Someone decided, you know what, they don't want to buy or can't buy or whatever. So I like the location close to the park here. Now, like I mentioned, this home has over $200,000 in upgrades. So the price may seem a little high, but it is $850,000, and that's actually less than what the original buyers were paying for this home. So this one, most likely, they have some room to negotiate. No one wants to sit on inventory homes. So the inventory homes are typically where a buyer is going to get the best deal. So the builder isn't sitting on this. Like I said, we saw this model first. So to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like empty, and then just some different things that this first buyer has chosen, like the black fixtures and everything you see, with the shower, the grout, everything. Nice tall ceilings, nice subway tile. I mean, the home looked nice, and there's just going to be some upgrades that you won't see until you actually look at the specs. Like I said, the $40,000 electrical upgrade. And nice storage there. I don't know what I would put there, but you have it. And I'm not just going crazy with the camera. I'm trying to give you an idea of, ceiling height, everything. And here is, this is just kind of flip-flopped from that first home. So your dining area, office, whatever you want to use that for. And I believe this tile is kind of like a laminate, and you do have a stain right there in the carpet. So obviously that would get addressed. But nice large living room, plenty of window space. So a lot of the homes you buy do not come with window coverings. This home does, so it's one less thing that a buyer would have to pay for on this home. And you have your nice large island. And also the other homes, not all of them have this storage cabinet space right here. And soft close drawers. But it does have the same tile backsplash. 5-burner gas cooktop. And we're heading right over to your pantry and then the fridge space. So, decent sized pantry. Nothing too crazy, but pretty normal. And this one also has those stacking glass doors. There's where your fridge will go. So this one does not come with a fridge. And I also like those cabinets up top with the glass. Just, again, another bonus. And also, I'm sure that was an upgrade as well. So we're going to open these all the way up. And just makes it nice, especially when it's not 120 degrees out, as we're in the 80s now, enjoying November. It's just great to have that open. And I like this backyard that is fairly good size. Now, most of these, when you're looking at the wall height, typically they're 9 blocks high. But your neighbors also are a little bit more space than some of the other communities that I've shown here. And then you also have your covered area. Now, if you're not from here, you may feel like this is weird with the block walls. You may be used to chain link fence or wood privacy fence, but that's just how it is done and how it is in Arizona. These block walls hold up probably a lot better than a wood privacy fence will, or would, in too many woods, would here in Arizona, especially with those high heat. And my voice is killing me today. I cannot stand being sick. And then we have these black railings, again, most likely an upgrade, and into your large loft. Just plenty of space, great views here too. So, and again, unlike the models, this is the actual home for sale. Looking right out into that green space, your park, great views of the mountains too. So a lot of room here. Just it's nice to see the model compared to this one, that we can get an idea of what it looks like without the lipstick and all dressed up. Look at it empty, get an idea of, is this the home that you like, or are you just swayed by the fancy decor? Because some obviously the model homes look their best, that's why they're models. I also like the little reading lights above the bed there, a nice little bonus. And we have your barn door, which I thought was kind of going out of style, but I like it still, but you weren't seeing it for a while. Not so sure about the window covering here above the shower. I don't see anyone looking in on you, but hey, if someone wants a window covering there, they paid for it. Or someone's going to pay for it. And again, pretty similar walk-in closet like we've already seen. And also, if there's other communities, price points, builders that you want to see, let me know in the comments. And do you like when I'm doing this voiceover style after the fact? I'm trying not to put my face on camera as much. Figure I'll get right to the meat and potatoes of these home tours. But let me know. Today, again, just because I have not been feeling well, I was like, well, I'll do it like this. I don't want to miss out on getting videos out. Just the calls I've been getting from these videos, from people seeing these new construction homes, and especially with the way rates are, even though they've came down a little bit, taking advantage of the builder incentives to qualify for the lower rates or closing cost incentive. That helps. I had a client who moved here from Illinois, reached out to me, found a new home, and we got it for $30,000 off what they wanted. And it was a spec home, a quick move-in, and he got a 4% closing cost incentive to use to buy down the rate and pay off, with closing costs. So he didn't have to. The only thing he had to bring was his down payment. All the other closing costs are covered, and he bought down his rate and $30,000 off of what they originally wanted. So that's not going to be the case all the time, but there are deals to be had out there, especially as we're near the end of the year. So let me know what you think, what questions you have, and I didn't want to miss out on this garage, basic 2-car garage. Let me know. It's Arizona Home Tours.